It's your friend Scott Bennett with Invest with Rules. I want to come to you today with our watch list. What's at the very top of our watch list to give you an idea or two going into tomorrow. So, very first thing we do at Invest with Rules is number one, we follow the big money. We follow what these billion-dollar fund managers are accumulating when it comes to stocks. Number two, what we do is we follow the trend roadmap, which looks just like this. What we're trying to accomplish on our watch list is to identify stocks and ETFs that are in short-term and long-term uptrends. They're not extended yet. They're kind of right in that position where we feel comfortable with our risk tolerance to go after them. And then finally, number three, we follow risk management rules. So as an example, you'll see a coast signal where the short-term trend is now down, or even worse, a break signal where the short-term and long-term are down. We need a process to identify when stocks and ETFs are in trouble when there could be a lot of risk. Before we dive in, world's quickest disclosure, this is just information. It's not a direct solicitation to go buy or sell anything. Please manage your risk and manage your rules. We're going to start with the S&P 500, the SPY, and what you'll notice here is the background is that gas signal. We had that pullback that came at the end of February into that very difficult March so far this year. We had three indicators that were green arrows above the bar that were indicating this kind of confirmation that there's a higher probability that the price can continue. And you got your gas signal on April 8th. There was 5 days that we felt comfortable entering lots of different new positions. And then it went to overheat. Overheat is an RSI over 68, and that tells us to be patient. There's typically a pullback, but this has been a very hot and a strong market. If I pull all the way forward, we had a pullback that started on May 15th. It was very short-lived, and we actually got another one of those signals today. So there might be a little bit of consolidation. Where could we kind of pull back to? Maybe the top of that May 14th bar. Maybe we even come down a little lower, like somewhere near the 21-day exponential moving average or a little bit lower, likely holding this support where maybe people do the buy the dip mentality. So that's the S&P 500. We didn't actually buy the S&P. We bought, so you'll notice that on April 8th, we got the green gas signal with the upward facing arrow. If we look at SPMO and a few other stocks, on April 6th is when those showed up. So we were identifying some early strength in the market, and you can kind of see how the SPMO is certainly back on an overheat, but it doesn't have that red arrow, so that one's still climbing. That's the ETF SPMO. All right, let's get to the top of our watch list. So number one, we're going to go to a stock that, in full disclosure, we do own. This is Arista Networks, ticker ANET. We're trying to identify stocks that are on gas signals that have not left the building yet. They're not at all-time highs yet. So this actually had a gas signal on April 10th. It climbed, it kind of held here, and then it had a gap down after earnings, and you're right back. I would expect it to consolidate maybe a little bit more before the next breakout. Obviously, manage your risk. These kind of gas signals plus on May 29th, on June 1st, on June 2nd, and today, June 3rd, we got another one on a little bit of a pullback. You filled the gap. So consolidation, my expectation is that it breaks up and out. That's a network play where they have software and hardware that connects the data centers to AI. We're going to go to watch list item number two. This is an ETF. This is EWJ. This is Japanese stocks. This would be like Mitsubishi Financial. This would be SoftBank. This would be Toyota Motor. It's on a gas signal. We've had a lot of confirmation as it's been making higher highs and higher lows. Very constructive. I'll draw the trend line, which is what the trend roadmap is designed to help you do. These tools are available to members of Invest with Rules. You can see how we kind of had a big, maybe a cup, but there's your handle, and today was your breakout. We do have a position in EWJ, that's the ETF that holds Japanese stocks. It looks pretty interesting. It's been on a very long uptrend all the way back to April of last year, and you got your breakout. So put that one on your watch list. And we'll go to the very last one, DBMF. This one is maybe one you're maybe not as familiar with. This is an ETF of futures contracts. So we have no affiliation with any of these people. We are independent fiduciaries in our advisory and our newsletter. We'll just go for anything that's a gas signal with strength. If it's a stock, we want to see billion-dollar fund managers buying. So this is again DBMF. So it holds a lot of cash and very short-term treasury bills. And then it goes long and short different futures markets. So it's currently short fixed income. It's short the Japanese yen. It's long gold, stocks, both US and foreign. It's long the euro. So it's got this interesting, it's also long crude oil. So it's got this interesting kind of makeup. And you kind of have your big cup, there's your big handle, and here's your breakout. So these are and in full disclosure, we do own a position in DBMF. It's a managed futures ETF. Certainly, please always manage your risk and your risk tolerance. But it's had a lot of confirmation on gas signals, and you have your breakout. So I hope that was helpful. If this is interesting to you, this particular tool is available to members of our Invest with Rules membership. But if you are looking for, let's go right here, investwithrules.com. If you're like, this is pretty cool, let me just try out a little bit, completely free, complimentary, we offer the S&P 500, the SPY, on the trend roadmap for you. Just go to investwithrules.com. You'll see what a normal S&P 500 chart would look like, and what would it look like using our gas coast break signals. Pretty cool. Just hit sign up for free, and it's all yours. I hope it's really helpful to you. So we'll pause there. Again, thank you for your time. I hope you have a really great rest of your week. I hope this helped you identify some uptrends or things coming to uptrends, but please always do your due diligence, manage your risk tolerance. This is not a direct solicitation, just things for your watch list. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you at investwithrules.com.